First, let's start by reviewing or take a look at today's saying in freecodecamp or on freecodecamp. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Going from there, we got to build an odd Fibonacci sum calculator. In this lab, you will build an odd Fibonacci sum calculator that computes the sum of all odd Fibonacci numbers that are less than or equal to a given positive integer. Fill the user stories below. Are less than or equal to a given positive integer. What does that mean? Okay. Does it mean all the integers, even the minus ones? Isn't it even the negative ones? Going all the way to the negative integers? To 0 to the negative integers? What does this mean? It should have a sum fibs function. So we got function sum fibs, and that accepts a number as an argument. So num. Okay. The sum fibs function should return the sum of all odd Fibonacci numbers that are less than or equal to the given number. What does that mean? Is it gonna go? The Fibonacci sequence starts with 0 and 1, with 0 and 1, and each subsequent number is the sum of the two previous ones. Only the odd Fibonacci numbers should be added to the sum. Subsequent. Does that mean after? The numbers after. Subsequent. Two previous ones. Only the odd Fibonacci numbers should be added to the sum. Subhanallah, today I was at discrete math proving even integers. Yep, proving something, a formula that has to do with even integers. So, okay. Accepts a number as a should return the sum of all Fibonacci numbers that are less than or equal to the given number. Fibonacci sequence starts with 0 and 1. Each subsequent number is the sum of the two previous ones. So what do you mean? 0 and 1, that's a 1. 1 and what? 2, that's a 3. 3 and 4, that's a 7. but that skips 5. Fibonacci sequence. Trial and error, you'd say? If it said all the odd numbers, that would be easy. Fibonacci numbers. It says Fibonacci numbers. Each subsequent number is the sum of the two previous ones. So let's check the Fibonacci sequence, because 1 and 0 are 1. That's a 1. What's next? 1 and 1, that's a 2. I want to see Fibonacci. Actually, it said of all odd Fibonacci numbers. So I'm not sure if Fibonacci numbers contains an even. So let's check. Fibonacci sequence 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55. Add the last two numbers together to find the next number. So sorry guys. Please don't. So we're gonna approach this. Am I allowed to use this sequence? Or should I think about it and reduce it? So let's start with should what should it return? The sum of all odd Fibonacci that are less than or equal to the given number. So first, let's fib start equal 0 and 1. Then let's let's for let I equal 0 equal 0. So I is less or equal number. Do we need this? I don't think we need this. It should return the sum of all odd Fibonacci numbers. The sum, it needs the sum, only the sum. It doesn't need the sequence, doesn't need anything. Let's what are we gonna do? I is plus plus. So it needs the sum. There, I'm sure that there is could use the remainder. It's fibs. So it will start from 0 equal 0. It will start from 0, and therefore 0 plus 0 is 0. That we don't care about. Then 1 plus 0 is 1. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. Then 3 plus 2 is 5. Am I correct in the Fibonacci? Then 3, wait, then 3 plus 5 is 8. So this is actually easier than a normal set. What's gonna happen is that's a Fibonacci. I don't even need to say it's odd, but wait, it does include 2. It does include 2, which is not odd, it's even. It's 1. And it does include 1 twice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 0 and 1 there, and then push each number after. Let's see. So we're gonna fibs equal 0 and 1. Because we need the 1 twice, or that's one way to that. Well, we need number there. We need a 0 at least. We cannot start from a large number going to, cannot put this number because then, yeah, we can't. I cannot make the I equal to the number and go from I is larger or equal to the 0, because this then will be, I can't use this. Can I? Yeah, actually there is gonna be 1 and 0 eventually, and I'm gonna, instead of push, I'm gonna shift it, so it's push is from there. But what's the formula gonna be? what's the next? The number is going to be 55, then 54, wait, 55, 34, so 34 plus what? Plus 21. So how's it gonna know it's 55 now? I'm gonna have to start from there. So that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to start from here and start from 81. How am I gonna put this? What do we say? Starting from 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. It's gonna push. And then it's becoming 1. We need it. And this is gonna be, so it's gonna be let's fib integer equal I plus fibs fibs or fibs integer fibs I plus 1. Okay, then we're gonna say fibs dot unshift or shift I would say shift or unshift, not sure. It is bush because bush is gonna wait. Gonna try bush if fib fib integer Fibonacci integer then here return fibs. So this is to try console.log, get fib, and I got Fibonacci, I got 55. What do you mean? Actually, it's not even Fibonacci, because look, this is 37. It's not even Fibonacci. 1 1, okay. 2 here, 4. It's not even Fibonacci. Two and 1. How is this 4? 1 1 is 2. 1 2. How did it skip this? It's 4. Started from 0. Started 0, which is I, plus 1, which is fib I, adds out 1. And then it says start as 1, becomes 1, plus 1 is 2. And then it became 2. Then, wait, 1 plus 1 is 2. Wait, it started with 0 plus 1, that's a 1. It gave this, then it became 1 plus 1, that's a 2. Then here it became 2 plus 2, that's a 4, exactly. So it's not. So what if we push it? We push the 0 plus the 0, 0, but how we push it? Okay, starts with the 0, that's push 0, and push 1, plus 1 is 1, and push 2, 2 plus 2, that's gonna be also, that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it, because look, nope. So what is it gonna be? It says starts with 0 and 1, and each subsequent is the sum of the two previous ones. So 1 0. 1 0 is 1. 1 1 is 2. 2 1 would you say starts from 1? Minus 1. Not it. Because this is gonna be 3. Why? Because this 1, because look, what's gonna happen is it's gonna start with 1. It's gonna start with 1 here, and 1 plus 0 is 1. And then here it's gonna be 2 plus 1 is 3. We don't want that. We want 1 plus 1. That's a reverse going backwards. You don't want a reverse going backwards. You want going inwards. And we want this plus this. Yep. It's not gonna cut it. The trick is the one, the double 1. If we start at 2. Start at 2. Not gonna cut it. Their definition is not gonna cut it. Because yeah, it's gonna be 1. Times 2 Yeah, start from 0. Nope. Starts with 1. Plus what? It's not gonna count either. It's worse. We can first let's do this. If fib a is larger or equal than num, break this. Pushes it. You need it to push first. So still not Fibonacci. I need to go 0. Start with 1. What is it gonna get? No, actually what they're saying is it starts with 1. So actually this is gonna be fibs I minus 1 fibs, not fibs, fib integer. Right, not fib integer. Fib is Fibonacci. That's a Fibonacci. And it breaks at 55. Am I correct? So let's see. Fibonacci. Just for reference, let's ref equal Okay, 55. Let's test it with another number to see if it's gonna push 56. It pushed another number. Is it a Fibonacci? It is a Fibonacci. Am I correct? It's not gonna work as a Fibonacci. Because it's 56. It should be. There is the sum of all odd Fibonacci numbers are less than or equal to the given number. So the given number is 56. That's a 55. It should be 55. So where we go? Where did we went? So this should be instead, actually this is gonna be here. This is gonna be small. Smaller break. Still 56. What's happening? What's happening, baby? It break. So it's 55. We don't need more, but else break. We need the else break. That's, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna reduce the amount of compute to just break there. So else break. Yep, like this we reduce the amount of compute, so after the 55 it's not gonna keep running. So we got ourselves the Fibonacci. What we are gonna do is now here we're gonna give it another loop, and we're gonna say for some for int of let int of fib sequence, and we're gonna give it, and we're gonna say we don't need this reference anymore, but we're gonna give this let sum equal so we're gonna go here, we're gonna return sum, and we're gonna go if int is is if int over 2, if this is how you write over int, how we this over 2, int over 2, so int over 2, multiplied wait, 2 over 2 is 1, multiplied by 2 equal 2. That's actually, remember where we went there. It's int. So where did we go that? Where do we go? Discrete math, MIT, discrete math, facts, is even if 2 so it's not. remainder, if any remainder of 2 equals 0, we can, that when I'm trying to figure out this. So excuse me for a minute, I'm gonna have to go to the toilet. So it's so let's say 5. What is 5? What is 7? So going back at the even, we want the even. What is 4? We can use the remainder, but I'm just checking if I can derive something out of this. It wants the odds, actually, the odds. So it's gonna be so 7. Let's say 7. 3, 5, 5, 5. is 2 multiplied by 2 is 2 multiplied by 2 plus 1. So 1 by 2 plus 1. 7, 2 multiplied by 3 plus 1. So what we can do, yeah, you know what we can do? We can make a third for loop and make it produce odds number that less than 55 and give this what we are on currently, the for loop that we are currently on, that includes that what we produce from that for loop, but I'm going to use the remainder because it's easier and it's already built in. So I'm going to go if int remainder of 2 equal 1, then sum plus or equal int. Well, we have a problem here because this is not initiated, so we need to initiate it, give it 0. That'll be 99. Does it equal 99? Does it equal 99? I'm going to make sure. I'm going to guess it is. So I'm going to go, oh my god, it worked. So since this has worked, we're going to give Claude our code to refine it. So we go to Claude, check this out, and then we're going to go to VS Code and add it. VS Code. I'm going to go JS, add, build, a fibonacci. What? Build a what? Build an odd Fibonacci. What is it called? Build an odd Fibonacci sum calculator. Actually, rename build an old Fibonacci sum calculate Fibonacci. You know what's happening? What's happening? So some fibs. Okay. Fibonacci. 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 Okay. What does Claude says? And through this pass, which returns, since this is I'll just give feedback rather than rewrite anything for you. Let me know this one's already submitted and you want a deeper review. What's working well? Building an array up to the limit, then filtering for odd numbers in a second pass is a clean two-step approach. The break condition correctly stops generation once you exceed them. One thing worth noticing, since you like honest feedback, for using num as the loop bound is a bit misleading. It works only because your break fires way before I ever gets close to num or none. You break at I equal 10, not I. If num were small, like some fibs and walk through mentally, does the loop still behave the way you want? Worth checking that edge case yourself. Make sure the logic holds for the low end too, not just cases where the break kicks in early. Like some fibs. What do you mean some fibs? So one. Some fibs one. Let's go. What is this? Some fibs one. Some fibs one. Okay. This is one. Only one. CD learn CD free code camp CD JS motherfucker. Okay, what we can do is CD learn free code camp JS. Okay. Matt, what we want is node build and odd. Oh my god, what am I doing? Build an odd Fibonacci sum calculate calculator.js 2. That's 2. So it went to 1. Sum fibs number 1. Yep, that's 2. 2 is larger than 1. Actually, console log 0. Marv, what are we gonna do here is we're gonna say, was that not node? Shorts, that's it. Packages. No, that's node models. Then what is it called? My extension. Installed climb with 6 Jupyter node.js models right here. By no, actually auto completes and import. Measure. Let's go. Should we call our local AI? Should we? You reckon? Let's call our local AI. But that will take so much. So let's go to our local AI. Ulama. What did we say? Ulama what? When 3 or B. Ulama. Launch open code. Install. Subagents. Navigate. Quen 3. Quen 3. Ulama should I pull it again? I don't think so. Llama. What did we say? Oh, 1, 3, 3, 4b. Okay, so it's not bull, obviously. Where are we? Here. Hi. Not this one. I don't want to climb. Or llama. I want it the hard way. Or llama. Open. How can I call my queen in the terminal? Again. Ulama, run. Okay, so this. Or Ulama, run, queen. 2.5 coder. Or 7b. File doesn't exist. Ulama serve Ulama run. Okay. Wait. List. Ulama list. So I got two Quinn.3, Quinn 3.4 modified 3 days ago. I got two. So what am I gonna do is Ulama run Quinn 2.5 coder 7b. God damn it, just work. Just let me ask you questions. Great. Hi. packages. Yes, I don't need main. Are you still? Hello. Okay, baby. How can I assist you today? Okay. How to make JS instantly update through VS Code. I mean, I got something installed there other than Node, but I forgot how to run it. Wait, it's stupid at all. Okay. Okay, if you're working with JavaScript, there are some tips that could help you. Just make sure you have a script to run. If not, create. What the fuck is wrong with you? Open the terminal and end the terminal gate using CD. Oh my god, then it might be as simple as bash. Node file. Replace file name with the name of your JavaScript. After you've typed the command, hit enter. Could start running instantly. The file using. If you're working in more web application, you might need to set up gulp or webpack scripts. Also, that changes be immediately visible if there are errors. I'm sure you are stupid. Nope. I know all of this. But instead of node file name.js, I got something like lime node file name.js, but I forgot what it is. It keeps running. To keep updating the terminal auto and by just changing the file. Scripts. Are you gonna know this? If you're using to like lime node, check which command is being used. Run. I'm sure you are. Bash node. It's not Node.js. We expect check. It's globing. Locate lambda. I'm sure you are stupid. I'm sure you are stupid. time node. I'm sure you are stupid. I'm sure you are stupid. Let's check. New terminal. Okay, cd learning free code camp js line node. I'm very fucking sure it's build and old fibonacci some calculate js. Look at the difference between this and Claude. Okay, remember that extension we downloaded that keeps the terminal updated with output. Let's check something else. Maybe he doesn't understand. First output. cd GitHub JSON client GitHub chat server. So Python environment TypeScript agent cp terminal client. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna go with terminal now. It's terminal. Let's go here. Nope. I just want to test my local AI. Nope. I got some extension that I forgot what it is called that keeps the terminal updated with the output of my opened JS file. can you list them? If you have extension view, maybe motherfucker. Open your by clicking on this one. So settings, geez, VS Code settings, using custom. Wallahi, stupid. Node more. If you're using a custom script, ensures it's set up correctly to watch start the server when files change. For example, if you're using node more, your package.json might have something like this. Scripts starts node more. So we're gonna go here, node more build. Stupid, but not so helpless or hopeless. Helpless, I don't know. And odd Fibonacci some calculator.js. So stupid, got it by chance. Running 2-1. So 0 is actually 1 because it starts with 1. So where do we go wrong? Starts with 1. So what if we delete 1 and it starts from 0? 0. You know, this is not gonna run because I minus 1 fibs I minus 1, it starts with 0, and I 0 minus 1 is not gonna cut it. So we'll go fibs I plus, that's not gonna cut it also because it's going to be it's not gonna cut it because you know what's gonna happen? It's going to be undefined. I plus 1 is undefined. So what if we start at num? If we start at num I is bigger or equal num I minus minus, and we'll go I minus 1. What is gonna start? 1, that's 0. 0 plus 0, that's 0. Here, 0. Wait, bigger or equal? Bigger or equal 0. So, and then it's gonna be wait. We should have. Wait, let's keep this as it was. 1. Again, 2, 1. 2, 1. console.log 55. That's a 55. What do you mean 55? Used to be 99. No, not 55. Some fibs 55. One, two, one. 1, 1, 2, 1. And let's change this to 0 is less than equal num I plus plus num num. What's happening? What did I fuck up? What did I fuck here? What's happening? 1, 1, 1. Fifty-six, that's 99. 55, that's 99. So okay. This is what we're gonna keep. Look, this is gonna be submitted because it worked, and no cheating. No cheating. We got what? It passed the test. As it passes. And now what? What do we call it? Integrity at its best. What are we gonna do is we're gonna go Control C, okay, and then we're gonna code build and node fibonacci some calculator after AI review. .js, don't forget .js. Okay, that's it. Let's clean it here, and let's node mon it. Let's come here, node mon build and node fibonacci some calculator after AI review.js. No need more. Oh my god. Node build and old fibonacci some calculator after AI review.js. What the fuck is going on? We're coding it. Wait, did it save here? Build. It didn't save here. Build. It didn't save here, so what should I Control S? Yep, it's it. So it's a Control S. So node build and old Fibonacci some calculator after AI review.js. Okay, it's working now. We got to play with it. So this is I don't need. This is not gonna hold if console log console. Yep, and console. Yep, and we're gonna put here 0 and 1, and that's 1 or 2 and 2, and it should be only 0 and 1, only 1. It should be 1 and 0. So what we're doing here is start with 0 and 1. God damn it. So what do we have here? We're gonna say console log fibs. We're gonna say here console dot log fibs. Yes, 0, 99. This is for 99. This is for 1, and this is for wait. This is for 0. So if we add 0, it's gonna go up to 1. It shouldn't. Here it's gonna go up to 1, 1, and it shouldn't. Where it shouldn't. Where it should not. So what are we having here? The problem is it starts with, it should start with 0. It should start with 0. Okay? Then I should start with 0, and I fibs should be I, that's it, plus so should go but it's not gonna push the 1 twice. So we go here if okay. Motherfucker, he knows he's writing it for me. What do I need an AI for? What do I need an AI for? And why would I push 1? It's 0. It doesn't push 1. Just break. Just break. 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 That's the first one. Not I. I. Num. Break. Okay, so num. Now we got 0, 0, 0. Gonna go else if actually num equal 1. Is larger than 0. Am I getting this correct? If it's 1, what should the output be? 1. So push 1, break. Okay. Else if nope, nope, it's larger than 1. First, we're gonna fibs push 1, and then what are we having? What's happening? This is another loop. We didn't. We are here. What's going on? Get the 55, get the 56 equal 1, 0, 1, y. It's a 56, if num, so I got if break, that's a 0, that's a 1, correct, that's correct. Here I got to also console you gotta, let's read it, if num break, that's else if fibs dot push 1 break. Else if num is larger than 1. What are we gonna do inside this? Fibs push 1. Okay, so this is working. It is pushing 1 either ways. So this is working. Here num is larger than 1. Fibs push 1 does net FBI equal fibs I minus 1 plus fibs I. Right. fibs I FIBS I minus 1, which is here 2, let's say 2 minus 1, that's 1, plus fibs 2, which is not there. Am I correct? Am I correct? So here I know that this is not Python, but there's no way for me to know. So what do I have? This does it work? Fibs push on, does it? Let FBI equal fibs I, which is 2 here. So now, wait, what do I have? Console fibs. So this is what it does. Here, let I minus 1, which is gonna be 2, 2 minus 1, which is gonna be 1. It's gonna be 1 plus fibs 2, which is gonna be 1. This one. So this should be console log FBI. What do you mean? Nah. What is the first one? It's 56. 56. Get how many console? So what do I have? This console log is fibs. FBI is none. It's not a number. Why? It should say I. Am I correct? This works just fine. Else if num is larger than 1. Fibs push 1. So log fibs let equal fibs I minus 1. Which is 2 here. It's not gonna be 2. Actually, because this is gonna take it I, so this, what if we say there I? Does it stop here at push? Does it stop at push? Right. Console log file. Just fine. God damn it. Okay. Terminal. Zero, 1, 2. Test it again. Go at the end. What's happening here? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Return some. Fibs console log F5. keeps pushing the 1 1. It keeps pushing the 1 1. So it's not gonna cut it. Actually, this is gonna be we're not gonna break here. Wait, why isn't it working? Now, it's gonna give me 99. But we're gonna have a problem. Console log 1, that's 2, where we got a problem. And then we got console log 2 here. It's gonna be also 2, which doesn't make any sense. Because it's not pushed, it should be 1 also. It should be 1, not 2. It should be 1 because 2 is not odd. Here 1 1, that's not odd. That is not odd. And this is another problem. That is not odd. Again, So back at it here, push one, okay, if else, if push one, nope, so this hold, 0, does 0 hold? Also, clock, 0 hold, 1 hold, 2 we got a problem here, so still not, even though we pushed 1 before it, what seems to be a the 2 I got a problem in. Okay. Now push 1, break. else if I one 0 and 1 hold. Else push 1 and we delete this and 2 holds actually. So 'what's gonna happen? Let's review it. We said until 2, else push 1 1 so goes to 1 1 goes here, else number is 2, number is 2, number is 2, number 2, it goes to 0. Mm, mm. So number is 2, it goes to else, push 1 1. So it pushed 1 1. Now some fibs are 1 1. Actually, you know what? We don't need any of this. What do you mean fibs 2? What do you mean fibs 2? What do you mean fibs 2? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y 0. It's never. This starts at 1. Which is 0 plus 1. Why is this now? 99. 1 1. So this is but doesn't hold for 0 1 or 2. Doesn't hold. Actually, there is even a problem here. Is it? Is int is because it's adding 1 and 1. It's not the 2, it's 1 and 1. It's giving me 2. So what are we gonna say is if actually it's gonna say if num is return 0, else even better is if num is equal 1, turn 1, else if actually 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 if num is num is one bigger or equal than smaller 2, return 1. Else motherfucker 99. So it holds. I don't even need this fucking line. What's also this one? I don't need it. $99, 0, 1, 1. $99, 0, 1. So let's check this. At the cloud, get a brain. Okay, we already solved that. Same one as before. This is still passes for some fibs. Some fibs 56, 9. Get the chance. Code case. What do you mean? Nope, 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 nope. I've changed it. Motherfucker. Control A, Control C. Control C. Yep, this one. Actually, it's this one. Good catch, you tasted and the bug, then batched it. Let's check the actual. Fix the bug from before. All correct against ifs. Nice one. Writing that I'm only showed up. Once not on the approach. Since you that over reassurance, this works, but it's patching the symptom rather than the cause. The real issue was always that I is less or equal num was too loose, break condition, or tiny, allowing fibs to end up as equal 1, overcounting an extra lot, use special case block, sidesteps that instead. Imagine the root fix with the loop so it never generates a fib number beyond what's needed to determine the first two terms. Beyond what's determined the first two terms. No special key. It's not saying you need right that passes. Times explain. Look, the first code passed and submitted. I know what's wrong. But you appointed problem and I fixed it for my future use, not for FCC. But now, are you sure that my just showed code is passing all the tests? Like, did you try 3? Because I didn't. So try them all and come back to me. I have to pray, guys. It's not funny anymore. But Fibonacci. What would I do? Okay. This is for tomorrow. What I would like to do is Control C, and then I'm gonna code implement and old fibonacci after AI 2 .js. Nope. Okay. First, we're gonna save it. Then we're gonna go here. Olay. Let's see. Come here. And B. And try something. So, what if we put a fallback? What if we just put a fallback? Get rid of this. So what we're gonna do is node non implement odd Fibonacci after AI 2.js. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's okay? Okay. What I would like to do is or guess 0, 1. I don't know, but here we're gonna put fallback. Actually, fallback 0. So what we're gonna do is but here it holds 1, fallback 1. So what I have is this passes, this passes, this passes, this doesn't pass. So what we have here is a problem. It remainder of 2 equal 1. So what I'm gonna do is console of log 2 remainder of 2 is 0. Is 0 and not 1. Adding. It's adding. It's adding the 1. It's adding the 1. That's the problem. It's adding the 1. So we got no problem here. It's adding 1 and 1, which is 2. So what I have, which is not correct, so this is correct. So Command C, that's it for me. But no. 56. That's correct. That's correct. It's not working. So my mark through what happens. This is not gonna work. So I'm gonna spend much more time on this because I did one that worked in every case. So give your magical give away your magical one. I still have Python since FBI is already function with fibs sum equal. It's basic. Turn out to get also. Is a real number. Let me verify. Nope. Have problem. See, those exact. Nope. I want what? Look at this. He's returning. He gave my first one. Nope. What you said earlier and evoked all this trials and error. What you got or not what I have written. And it is and 2 is correct because XM values as you let me be straight with you. Walk back but and when I called it root cause fix I hadn't verified what correct actually means or num equal. So assuming a definition without checking XY tested properly before handing 1 through 4. It's passed all shelters. That's because to unend the sequence isn't a bug, it's genuinely how she works and it's required. It's correct. That's using both. If I strip out the duplicates to make instead of 2 it breaks false and actual FCC. Check that too before showing. So the root close fix I gestured at a few messages ago doesn't actually exist. FCC never specifies a correct beyond. So there is no single correct answer at that age. It's implied there was one without having, which was on me. Version I owe you as cleaner isn't a different behaving one. It's just a while loop that reads a bit more clearly than the for loop type to none. But it computes the identical thing. Bottom line, your first version was correct the whole time structurally and in every value FCC action. Sorry for saying. What the fuck is wrong with you? It says here, should return the sum of all odd Fibonacci numbers that are less than or equal to the given number. So 2 is correct. It's actually 1. It's actually 1 and 0. That doesn't hold. Let's check it back. Okay. What was that called? Build. So what do we got? This one. 1 is 1. This is the command C. Node 9 build an odd Fibonacci sum calculator.js. Okay. Console.log 0. That's 1. It should be 0. And console.log 1. That's 2. And it should be 1. Console log 2, that's 2. So starting from 2, it's correct. All I got left is 0 and 1. According to the definition, wait. Sum of all odd Fibonacci numbers less than or equal to the given number that are less or equal to the given number. So seriously, to be honest, this 2 is also correct because there is 2 ones in Fibonacci. So 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 0 is 2. So this is 2. So this is the only incorrect thing. 0. 0 is the only incorrect thing. And I think 0 is not required by definition. Am I correct? So this whole thing, yep, I like mine. This is what it said. Get it to your head. Okay, so command C, maybe command C. Command C. Control D. the llama run when 3 or B or llama run when 3 for B. Are you running it? Because I want to kill it now. This is my other local AI. I got a coder and another local AI. Gonna kill it. So, right, and that description is actually consistent, just verified, not in conflict with it. Is both one if odds Fibonacci numbers, unique values only, which fails, that is. So the description actual convention works this as it's generated. Duplicate one included, not a duplicated set of values. That's exactly what your original code is. And every version we tested that passed. So the description doesn't change anything except the behavior, except for 0. Except for 0, but I'm fine with it. Because this time it actually matters against the definition. Remember, this is different from situation 4. The loop body never runs false from the start. So Phipps says as seen. The summing loop blindly is the seed array. We're checking it against sums. It's because it's sitting even though one is larger. That directly violates coding and answer is 0, no Fibonacci. Try 0, which is 80. This is different from number 1 where both satisfies, including them. This isn't a matter. It's a genuine off by condition. Second summing loop. Check. Use that word pre other than generate. And then is less equal what would this generate to 1? 2, if it's 2 then it's to unchain. So it becomes the loop runs once. So let's check it. Let's put it into check. So the third, did you? Hi babe. Okay. Build. Okay, I got this. Build an odd Fibonacci sum calculator. Command C. And I got implement. This will go here. And we'll change this to and in and in and is less or equal number. and so here it's gonna be and then int is less or equal number. So let's run this. Oh baby, how's your day going? Well, thanks love. Control D. I don't need you anymore. You're taking GPU. Taking so much GPU. Okay, kill this. Node mon implement and odd fibonacci after AI 2.js 99022. So this one is correct. This gives 19. This gives 0. This gives 1. This gives 2. This gives 2. This is correct. So how to comment? Comment or not this. The accurate illusion. The accurate solution. That's it. And this. Generates one if no equal 0, which is not correct, should return 0. And here well, this. Let's check this one. Command C node 1 build and odd Fibonacci some calculator. Oh my god. After AI review the JS 99022, which is correct. Correct, but the file implement and odd Fibonacci, odd Fibonacci. Nope. No, no. Some after AI2 better than this one. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. This okay. Thank you. Command S. I got this. Command S. I got this. Command S. And then here, Control C. I'm gonna go git add dot git commit, and then I'm gonna give it a message 3 1 lab 3 versions of 1 lab odd Fibonacci some calculator was added. Get it? Fast change 83 insertions. Okay, and then we're gonna give it git push. Now they're all pushed. 3 out of 3 combined with 2 local objects. Okay. So we added this. All true. We added this also. And we added this, the most accurate. Implement. Okay. Else it's gonna be 0, which is 0. Okay. You get that? Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys. Bye. That's it for the, the, should we, you know what I mean? That's it for the, oh my god, the JavaScript. Now we'll begin Python in the next session from the start. That's I delayed Python so that I get to finish with JavaScript. But now I need Python necessarily to finish or complete some personal projects, and I need Python. It's very fucking useful, man, especially in the AI. You know why? Because its libraries are fucking mad, man. So given that, and given that I want to accelerate this progress of me getting, this my my, what do you call it? Big plan? Not big plan. My giant plan? It's a giant plan, but that's not what I meant, but it's not important. So see yous in the Python. If you want to start, this is actually a great opportunity for you because I'm gonna start Python from zero. So stick with me. Bye.